Wonder if I left food for 4. I don't know, why you asking me? What? There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm here. Dorothy. You won't get through the... Wait, what? Oh darn, I loaded the wrong file. Well, this has never happened before. Good evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Jillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. And I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not gonna say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me that list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil is a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's just only started opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not gonna let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar, I take it. That's right. Huh. Alright then, to the office I go. As for me... Playlist time! Time to mix drinks and change lives. Gil with a crush, huh? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't... Hey, Jill, sorry, but is there anywhere I can hide? There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. Doors open. Go ahead, door to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole, perfect. Hey kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, you remembered me after 2 weeks. You know, I am surprised. You know, it's been a very long time since we've seen Donovan. Come to think of it, well, I mean, of course, Kiramiki coming in here ever is sort of a miracle in of itself. Isn't it? And now we just need to double it. I don't, like, as if he's going to forget, as if he, you know, I would forget him. Wait a minute. Darn! Okay, let's try this again. Let's just double them all the first time around. That way there's not going to be as much disappointment when I make a mistake. I suppose it's, you know, appropriate enough. Donovan does live in this city. And I understand, you know, why, Kiramiki would want to get away from him. Because he is a, you know, kind of a... What? Where'd I go wrong? 2 Flannery, 4 Karma... Oh, Powder Delta. That's where I went wrong. Okay. Ladies and folks, I went wrong almost immediately that time, and yet I still went all the way, like, to the end. Darn, is this some intense drink mix and music. Wonder what's gonna happen here. I don't know. We'll see where they go with this. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. Well, Donovan obviously wants some kind of interview, I would think. Then again, you can never be sure about these things. I guess he's a journalist, but then again, I mean, I don't know. Here. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all this happening they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but You do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless stuff. Of course I know. Then why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls, in the non-pleasant way. Zaibatsu Corp and Company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know they're more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole's still in one piece. The BTC's been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Ah. Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid, let's try a moonblast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. It is indeed a new one for him. I mean, you know, like he just said, everyone needs to break the routine. Their routine now and then. Even him. You know, some people I think don't really believe that. For example, my, I'd double it, but there's not room for 12 Adelheids. I mean, because there's only 10 slots left. So I'm not going to double it. Even though I would think that you want something more alcohol, but I don't know, this is still... What? Oh, it's blended. Blending got me at the beginning and it's getting me now. Some things never change. In this world of ours. Although some things apparently change. I mean, because in 60 years, Japanese people are gonna be fluent in English is a widespread phenomenon. Actually... Well, whatever. Here. Now, let's see what the ruckus is about. So... What brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilim coming in here? Blue hair, big tits. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. I want to know just how detailed those King-class CH-1A models are, personally. And so you followed her? I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilim isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Yeah, I can get behind that sentiment. I feel like he's, began exposing his chauvinistic side increasingly much since we, first met him. When you first met him, he seemed fine. He seemed kind of quirky, I guess. But now, I don't know, he seems pretty, almost beyond that. I can double this one, though. I'm sure he'll be even nicer when drunk. I'm really not so sure about that, if you want me to be perfectly honest here. Actually, I mean, Donovan, yeah, you know, he's turned out to be a rather less savory guy than I thought. In many ways. Well, you don't want to lose your job. Don't literally give him a pile driver. Here. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. Oh god, he knows what's going on here, and he's gonna, like, wait at the door or something. The guy left. Oh, alright. Thanks for sheltering me, Donna. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister's a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. How nice of you. It's nothing really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? Sure. You know, actually, I vowed a while ago I'd give her this. Remember? Oh, but it's spiced, not sweet. Oh, I don't know what to do. I mean, she'll ask for another drink, right? She'll ask for another drink. I'll give her something sweet then. Oh, but then again, I don't know, man. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here. Well, twice in a lifetime since it's the second time she came in, but, I mean, she likes tea, and it's... Oh, man. Do I really want to? Oh, jeez, man. No, I'll give her something sweet first. This is a popular one. And I must say, a light girly drink strikes me as very Kiramiki style. Here. Thanks. So, do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come onto you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I'm already committed to a relationship. Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. I see. Hey, can you really walk so calmly? These streets aren't exactly safe. Really? I haven't faced any issues lately. Sure, they've tried to mug me once or twice, but it's no big deal. No big deal? Every time someone tries to mug me, somebody pops out of somewhere and stops it. Makes me feel like I'm always protected. Those are some hardcore stalkers. I guess the fact that she ran away from Donovan even after all that says something. Hey, this'll sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Here we go. It's about time. I mean, she drinks tea mixed with, like, hooch anyway, right? Right. Here. Perfect! Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A, right? That I am. May I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DTO-1Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So, anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. Of course, in return, they sang Your Love Is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls. Really nice kids. You'd be surprised how different from their onstage personas they are. Really? Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina's a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me, if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkempt, tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've gotta go, but let's have a Sparkle Star first. Alright. I am so glad I waited to give her the tea. I just wish I had that the first time. It would have been perfect. Then she would have been a regular. Oh man, that would have been great. Nah, she wouldn't have really been a regular, let's be honest here. But she might have come in a few more times, you know? Or maybe not. Sparkstar. Very electrical. Here. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Hey, please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. All right. Yeah, you know, Gil really is very handsome, isn't he? Soon all of the save files will be full. Note to self, buy oil for that door. No. Okay. I mean, I think I have a fine... I think it's pretty good choice of music, you know, as it is. Pretty good. All things considered, you know, it's pretty good. It's not the best it could be, I guess, but, you know, it's fine. You know, it's true. I'll take that one out and put in... I'll put in Every Day is Night. It's a classic. You know, we have to have it there. You know, it'll disrupt the hardcore aspect elements of this playlist, but, you know, we gotta have it there. You gotta do what you gotta do, you know. You gotta do that. What you gotta do, that is. Alright, then. Gil, you're in my spot. Please. Oh, sorry. Also, you're cleaning one of Boss's chicken buckets. Did Boss ask you to do that? If I told you she did, would you believe me? Without a doubt. Let's go with that, then. Right. Greetings. Ah, Stella. What can I get you? I go with a Bleeding Jane today. Well, this is a completely uninteresting opening, then. Just a Bleeding Jane, no weird stuff to go along, you know, no like joke going along with it. Nothing like that at all. Yep. There you go. Thank you. What brought you here today? Waiting for Say? I came by myself, actually. I was in the area and stopped to say hi. Oh. It's pretty interesting, though. You know, when I first saw you, I doubted you'd ever come here again. Well, this place is comfortable, I must admit. So quiet and secluded. It's also clean, really clean. Gil is the one you can owe that to. The guy takes pride in how clean he keeps things around here. If you ever need a cleaning staff, he's a nice pick. Really? He's a bit out of it today, though. I see. Hey Jill, have you heard of the new gold rush in the city? Gold rush? Everyone is paying small fortunes to get their hands on pieces of white knight suits. I think I heard or read something about that, but I'm having doubts, so probably not. In any case, how was it a gold rush? Well, the tech behind the suits was always safely guarded, but after the events at the bank... After the events at the bank, the suits were remotely shut down, breaking many of them in the process. Oh yes, bricking them, I see. Many units dropped their armor right there and fled when the lynchings went on. Any white knights still stuck in their suit had to take the armor off manually to run away. It all happened in the middle of the lynching, so they'd be sitting ducks if they didn't. Some weren't that lucky. They got beaten up while they weren't able to move. So, between the suits becoming glorified paperweights and many white knights going on the run, there ended up being a lot of junk lying around. But the whole scientific community is rejoicing. They're on a race to reverse engineer the suits and take as much technology as possible from them. And of course, even single pieces of the armor fetch a high price these days. Could anyone see any profit from that research to justify those expenses? It's a new tech, a whole new field ripe with patents just opened for many, so I'd say yes. Huh. I mean, the BTC is literally a conglomerate built upon patents and trademarks, I can see how. There is one weird case, though. Huh? There's this guy named Jack. He's a captain of a very unique Blitzkrieg Corps unit. Unique. The guy had a really small unit. 5 people, including himself. The aesthetics of his unit's armor was heavily modded to the point that they looked like a squad of Henshin heroes. And what? They looked really gaudy. But it turned out that the guy actually broke through the software and disabled the remote switch. He has one of the few, if not the only suits of armor with the OS intact. To say they're among the most wanted people would be an understatement. You know a lot about this. It's interesting the amount of things you hear when dealing with drunk people of all kinds in the same place. It also helps to put on a front that makes people lower their guard. That should sound familiar to you. True. Wait. Here's a freebie, a fun fact. The failsafe was originally going to involve the armor blowing up and leaving no traces. But regulations and laws didn't allow that kind of technology near civilians. I guess even Zaibatsu Corp has its limits, huh? People love to demonize Zaibatsu Corp because, let's face it, they're far from innocent. But they're not evil overlords, they're just greedy. They're just a big corporation. They just so happen to have control over what tantamounts to a city-state. But corporations will naturally resort to draconian methods. I've heard horror stories from people outside the city about trying to use product placement. If you so much as hold a bottle the wrong way or get it in the way of a logo, you'll be in for lots of trouble. And let's not start with the theme parks or the like. Those are dystopias of their own. Then again, most of the demonization is due to Quincy being such a clown. He has no power anyways. He's just the front that whatever council behind Zaibatsu Corp chose. He makes a fool of himself and the attention is taken away from whatever it is that Zaibatsu Corp is actually doing. Yeah. So, what you were saying is that Glitch City is basically a huge theme park. I've called the White Knights glorified mall security in the past, so yeah. Huh. No, seriously. Hen what? Can I get a Brantini here, please? Sure. Ah, she's a nerd. She's a nerd, too. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I put in 1 karmatrine. That's good, because that's exactly how much I needed to put in. It all worked out in the end. All of it. Everything worked out. It's all perfect. You know, I have a feeling we're not going to learn what happened in the bank. Here. Thanks. So I take it you're in a good mood today. Does it show? A bit. Yeah, well, I managed to nab a couple of tickets for the Kira Miki Encore concert. Nice. Alright, as it turns out, she was just here. Again? Sorry. Again. Can't believe I just missed her. I was surprised too. I was more surprised she remembered my name though. And like last time, she was quite the graceful client. Man, so those rumors about her being really nice in person were actually true. Amazing. I mean, you always want the famous people to be nice in real life, but having such backing to that claim to hear that she's so nice to everyone, it's nice to hear, you know? In fact, many think that's what made her so famous so quickly. How she's down to earth and totally accessible, making her someone everyone wants to root for? Ah, I see. Yeah, I mean, I guess you don't want to feel like you're supporting crappy people. Although, to be honest, I've never put much thought into that one. Hell, half the time I have no idea who made what I use, nor do I care much. Being a nice person will take you far, though. My daddy always insisted that being ruthless in the boardroom doesn't mean being an ass. And he has actually managed to get certain contracts over other more powerful people. All thanks to being a nice guy overall. Sounds like good advice. But more importantly, Daddy... Do you really believe me saying she was just here that easily? You're not the kind to lie about stuff like that, so sure. Thanks, I guess. That said, can you go to the concert so easily? What about security and the like? My dad always has a unit keeping an eye on me from a distance. And you'd be surprised at how easily I can disguise myself with just a different hairdo and a cap. I see. Wonder if I could get in the disabled line with Sei and her wounds. Although she'll probably nag me about how she doesn't need it and we shouldn't abuse that. Heh. Hey, can you get me a classic drink? Sure. Something classic now. Eh? Wrong thing. Here we go. The classicest drink of all is a beer. I mean, let's be honest. But I don't know, it's pretty big. Ah, well. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'll get her a beer. Beers are always fine. It's fine, it's all fine. It's a big drink, but it's not necessarily too alcoholic. You know? 1 Adelheid through Flanner Guide, 2 Bronson extract, 1 powder delta, and 4 karmatrine. And next we mix it up, and then we stop mixing it, and then we have a beer. Just like in real life. Ugh. Let's keep going. Here. Thank you. Do you have many servants around the house, Stella? I do, but they've been with us for so long, they're pretty much family. My dad's always said that if you earn someone's trust, they'll gleefully work for you and everyone wins. We even had a young gardener that left to study engineering, and he actually came back. He still comes by every weekend to tend the plants. Man, that sounds nice. Let me know if you're ever in need of a job, I might find you something. Thanks for the offer. Wait. I just realized something's off with the whole tech gold rush story. What would it be? Wouldn't all that tech be patented anyways? I get trying to crack it in the first place, but... that would be true if the tech was patented in the first place. It isn't? Zaibatsu have been so paranoid about making the White Knights untouchable that they never patented anything. A patent would be in a database that someone could hack and retrieve valuable info from. Not to mention, they've been using tech from other companies without any authorization. And no patent registry in their right mind would approve of that global shutdown signal. Let alone how it immobilized everyone still inside of those suits. So the ones that were upholding the law did so using suits that are, by all means, illegal. The irony runs deep, wouldn't you say? Why do it, though? When you have so much money, you start thinking you can screw around with the rules. All that power makes you think you're above every law there is. And this city is what happens when those with money start making the rules. I'm curious, though. You ever covered up any fuck-ups by using money? I think we've all done things we're not too proud of at some point in our lives. Well, Jill, I gotta go. Always a pleasure. Please come again. Ah, Alma. No hello? Well, you're pretty insistent on that one, aren't ya? It's basic courtesy, something I will fight to uphold. First the greetings stop, then saying please and thanks stop, and before you know it, boom, total anarchy. You're exaggerating. I am not. In fact, I'll go through that door again, and I expect you to properly greet me this time. Fine. Hello, Jill. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this and nothing more. How long are we going to go on with the Raven?" "You overdid it. You totally overdid it." Quoth the bartender, I did not. "So you like poetry?" "I had a phase. Can I get you something?" "Let's start with a big cobalt velvet." "Sure." "Oh, a big one. Oh, it's a big one. Double size. I wonder if we could triple the size. That'd be something crazy." It's not age, it's on the rocks. "That'd be something crazy. It'd be insane. Could you imagine? What would happen?" Now that would be the true path to anarchy, you know? Maybe you don't. But truthfully, in some cultures, people are pretty blunt and they're clearly not on the verge of anarchy, so, well, they have their own kind of etiquette. Everybody has some kind of etiquette. Everybody has some kind of etiquette. Important to keep these things in mind, ladies and germs. Ladies and gentlemen, I mean, ladies and germs. It's a bit informal, and I apologize for offending anyone. You're not germs, you're humans. Here. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's something I've been wondering about for a while. Does the name Shadowmaster 69's Chronicles ring any bells? Wow, you went pale. No, the name doesn't ring any bells. May 22nd. Today my daily card readings told me that I'd meet great change thanks to an old man. My biology teacher told me I had been picked for an inter-school contest with my latest essay. I just knew a scientific theory on the idea of auras was as revolutionary as I thought. Soon, I'll bring the world into the occult science singularity. Later entries don't seem to have gone that well, though. Mentions of being laughed at, being lectured on why the essay was wrong. Jill? I made sure to delete that blog. No evidence should be left. I can't think of at least 6 different sources off the top of my head that have all that stuff archived. Why? Why? Sheesh, relax. It's not that bad. What do you mean it's not that bad? Don't you realize how embarrassing it all is? We've all been young, Jill. Relax. Yeah, we've all been young, but we haven't all been complete idiots. Well, we have, but we haven't all been complete idiots in a public forum. It's not like you're still like that nowadays. That would have been embarrassing. You're not still like that, right? Gods, no, I gave up on the whole occult stuff. It's just that remembering all that stuff is... I don't know, I like the way you looked. All dressed in black with a rare accessory popping out thanks to the colors. I mean, at least you had the decency to use makeup and take care of yourself. So you have a pick. Oh god, you have a fucking pick. Why do you do this to me? Why do you dig out the sins of my past? I was bored. Last Friday I had to take my mind off the whole Diana thing, so I ran a small background check on you. Simple stuff, just checking past internet activity. Please don't run background checks like that. I just used a search engine, you know? I didn't request documents or anything. What led you to the page? You do realize your main mail account everywhere is still the one you used back then, right? Like I said, relax. You were obsessed with occultism, I wanted to kiss all the boys, and I kinda almost accomplished that in middle school, which still sort of haunts me today. Never underestimate the lengths old classmates will go to track you down. Especially if they think you're still the girl that kissed them for fun and they're lonely to boot. We all have things we're not too proud of as adults. Now I know how criminals feel when evidence is used against them. I have to ask, though, why the 69? It was supposed to be 6'9", not 69, like in reference to, to both the lovers and the hermit. I was convinced it meant wise choices. Jill, there's nobody that would read that as 6'9". I was 12 at the time. Even at 12, I fucking knew what a 69 was. Just how innocent were you back then? I didn't know that at 12. I'm not sure when I knew that. Probably around 16. You have no idea. Well, let's sweeten up things a bit. We'll have a sugar rush. Sure. Man, yeah, we've been getting out a lot of sugar rushes. Yeah, everybody's just rushing to get all that sugar. Man, you just can you can feel all the tooth decay just on the teeth because of the sugar. It's so sugary because of the sugar. It's sweet. It's like drinking pure sugar. Sugar. Wait, powdered Delta gives a fruity taste. Adelhyde is sweet, powdered Delta is fruity. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Here. This is the thing. Say, Alma, speaking of the past, what was your last long-term relationship like? That's sudden. You dug through my past, I've earned the right to dig through yours. Fine. Long-lasting relationships, huh? Romantic ones, I'm guessing. Yup. Well, I've had about 4 boyfriends who I'd describe as such, that I've introduced to my family and all. The first one was in high school. Broke up with him because he cheated on me. I remember the other girl trying to pick a fight and he just saying, keep the fucker. The second one was during my freshman year. I broke up with him after he thought it'd be funny to punch me in the arm. He starts with a friendly hit and before you know it. Anyways, the other guy I met shortly after I dropped out. He was interested in marriage, but he wanted to get married after only half a year or so of knowing him. Yeah, my brother-in-law, I guess he dated my sister for dang, how long was it? I want to say 8 years at least, but I might be overestimating. I don't quite remember. It's certainly something like that. Anyway. And then there's Richard. Bro. I spent almost 4 years with him. We got along pretty well. We had awesome chemistry. I truly loved him. But as time went by, there was a rift that started separating us. He just didn't like my family. He didn't? Moreover, he wasn't a family person. He distanced himself from his own and voiced that he didn't want kids. There was a part of me that wanted to believe, even if just for a little bit, that maybe he'd change his mind. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't change mine. I would never want kids ever, and given what you said about them, I wouldn't like your family either, Alma. But as much as I loved him, that one detail brought a growing gap between us. And at one point I just had to break up with him. But I'm not here to depress you. Bring me a beer, will ya? Sure. I mean, all these sugar rushes, all these beers. So many beers. I think it was Einstein, and this is a bit sexist, I guess, but I believe it was at least attributed to Einstein, Einstein who said that, in marriage, men marry thinking that their wives will never change, and women marry thinking that their husbands will change. Both are invariably disappointed. That Einstein was witty, if nothing else. Thanks for telling me that, by the way. Don't mention it. Okay, one more question and we're even. Wow, you really are embarrassed of that blog, huh? Sure, ask away. At what age did you get those implants in your boobs? Jill, I love you, and I know you're saying that in jest. But I've lived through so many rumors about me getting plastic surgery that I can't and won't take it as a joke. As such, in honoring our friendship, I'll just say this. They're real, and they're spectacular. Now ask the real question before I slap you. I'll grant you one and only one chance to call me by my full name as a compensation, then. I gladly take your offer. It's funny that you mentioned slapping because my real question was, why did you get your hands chopped? Yeah, chopped. Well, there's a couple of reasons. The first is that I spend lots of time typing, and these replacements help me avoid carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh. There's other utilities, like how I can interface with many devices. For example, there's a tiny computer embedded in my glasses. If I move my index finger, it acts like the computer's cursor. There's lots more, but they're small things that don't sound that impressive when I say it out loud. How did your family take the operation? They took it well enough, except for my mom. She freaked out for months. Well, yeah, you chopped your hands off. She even went to the hospital to ask for my hands. Don't you miss them? Sometimes, but just during emotional moments. But, as luck would have it, someone else has them. Shortly before my operation, there was an accident on the highway. One of the victims was this young lady whose right hand got completely crushed. I told them to check if we were compatible and all that. I mean, implants are not everyone's first choice if they can get a natural replacement. Bit of cosmetic treatment and it could pass off as their original hand with no problem. Last I heard, we were compatible and the family agreed to the donation. I don't know what became of her, but I hope she's fine. And you didn't tell your mom about that? I didn't want her pestering the poor girl. So are we cool now? We even now? Are we? We're pretty pissed about my comment regarding your boobs. Again, I'm sorry. Sound a lot less rude in my head. Yeah, don't worry about that. Besides, I get to call you Julianne once. Now you don't. Yeah? Why? You just called me by my full name. Are you serious? One chance and only one chance, and you just used it up. Damn it. Surprise! Hey, Alma, this might be a weird tangent, but do you believe in ghosts? Hey. Not particularly, no. Although there was this paper I read once that was quite interesting. It proposed a scenario where nanomachine clusters would leave the body after death, and then acted as a collective hive mind through residual brainwaves. The result would basically be an image not unlike a hologram. Of course, the hypothesis fell through because such nanomachine density is impossible in a body. Even 5% of the amount needed is enough to make the blood too dense for the heart. And it's not like brainwaves are potent enough to create those reactions. Still an interesting read, though. I see. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault that you convinced yourself that you're crazy. Well, I'll leave then. See you tomorrow. See ya. All done? I am. What about you, Gil? For some reason, the idle girl left him like that, it seems. You think? Might have been while he was out. True? Hey, boss. You're a fan of wrestling, aren't you? I mean, you were a wrestler, so... That I am, yeah, why? I was wondering, isn't wrestling fake? Aren't twin tails for little girls and teens with 8th grade syndrome? 8th grade what? When you get down to it, wrestling is just as real as a soap opera. I mean, you don't really expect a legal lawsuit to be fixed in a ring, right? Sure, in my ideal world, you would solve all legal problems through good old wrestling, but... No, seriously, 8th grade what? But you don't go around calling soap operas fake. It's a show, it just so happens to use fights as an expression. You might as well see it as a unique form of theater. Besides, considering the injuries many wrestlers suffer, it's not all fake. Nah, didn't think about it that way. Sadly, I won't stand for anyone bad-mouthing wrestling. So now I have to go and break Gil's back to make you humble. Oh, wait, what? Come here, fuckboy! Fuck... oh. 8th grade what? Another Japanese kind of thing. We made it! Yes! We have enough money! Oh, thank the Lord. That is just the response you should have, Jill. Oh boy, we only have $100 of spending money, but yes! Wait, Valhalla. We'll look at Mega Christmas first. Oh yeah, I think that this is the... Yeah. You know, I don't know how realistic it would be that, you know, a city would actually abandon normal Christmas in favor of a wrestling-based Christmas. Like how influential is professional wrestling in this town, huh? But yeah, I do think that's a good point that Dana had. It is like a form of theater. I don't know if I want the bar to suddenly become a fan tourism hotspot. Me either. Yeah, Valhalla. Well, it's, you know, it's so surprising to see us, you know, getting written about in these blogs. It almost makes you feel like you've done something, you know? Makes you feel like you've, I don't know, how do you put it? You've done something. You know, we might not know what happens in the bank until a few decades when it's written about in a book by a journalist. But, it's still... That's fine, because Jill is active in her own life. You know, some people might say that Jill and all these other people we're meeting are just background characters in Deus Ex, but they all have their own story, you know? They all have their own story. A new heavyweight champion, huh? And... Justin Leaguer? Justin Leaguer is Japanese? Well, anyway, Giant Yusuke won. 66 American kid relinquished the title, etc., etc. 30-minute bout. That sounds pretty epic. German suplex. Anyway. So that's what happened to old Yusuke. Good to know. I think it. Do not expect that. I do not expect that in say. It could be a lot of years. That could be 5 years if it takes place in the sometime in the 2070s. But I don't expect that there's going to be a great earthquake. That's not going to be the problem. Like, what's going to put Tokyo and places like Caracas or actually I don't know where that is, but what's going to put these places below, kilometers below the ocean surface is. Well, actually, it wouldn't be kilometers, but they would all be flooded because of climate change. Tanegashima. Sad to see things go. Current regulations preventing Lilim from looking too human have been working well so far, but Glitch City's government is planning to create even more new laws so as to enforce robot-like features among the Lilim in a bid to reduce identity theft. Glitch City, the first nation to adopt the current standard in artificial intelligence and robotics, was the first to allow robots into normal society, quickly giving them necessary rights so as to sustain a long-term experiment about their role in human evolution. Unfortunately, the first year saw numerous reports of identity theft resulting in the need for more stringent measures. It is unknown what kind of laws we'll have in the future regarding their existence. Yeah, robot civil rights are a big issue. I imagine that, I didn't mean to do that. Well, whatever. I imagine that, Professor Ochanimizu would, no doubt have some authority here to weigh in on what's going on with that, Yes, we won! Anyway, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be exclaiming like that. I'm just so excited because we paid it off. We paid it off, man. Feel like some kind of superhero. It was a Christmas miracle. We were saved by a mega Christmas miracle. Thanks, Christmas Santa Claus. Actually, you know what? I could put on something here. I know I probably won't, but I could put on something here. I could. Alright. That's probably enough memories. Though Metropolis is one of my favorites. December 30th. Evening. Gil, are you humming? Oh, I see, that's what he was humming. I wasn't sure what to make of that. Are you humming Shine Spark? Ah, hey Jill. Are you okay? Are you in love, maybe? Nothing of the sort. I'm fine. Right. No, seriously, did you fuck? Men only get so happy after they fucked. That's not... Oh my god, you totally fucked. Was it Alma? And did you have 7 minutes in heaven with her? No, I didn't. In any case, congratulations! I haven't seen you this happy since, well, never. Today's escapades will bring us to a familiar place, and... Shit. Gil, I'm out. I'm gonna... Not so fast, flat bartender, if that's even your real name. Last time, my viewership had a weird peak while I was passed out. So I'm here to find out what made people so interested. Yeah? Do I have something in my face? This guy totally fucked. No doubt about it. That gleam in his eyes is unmistakable. Whatever. Just keep it down. Jill, you're Isn't that the passed out girl from 2 weeks ago? I'm not here! Oh, sorry. I'll be back at my office then. Anyway. Wait, what the heck just happened? What just happened? Did Streaming Chan just vanish? Okay, that's fine. It's okay. We all disappear into the air sometimes. Where's the page with just Umemoto? Well, there must be something unique about Umemoto, or it wouldn't be in the middle like that, you know? Must be something unique about it. What's A Renee anyway? Actually, no. A Renee is already close to it on the playlist. It'd be more interesting if I mix it up a bit. By, say, putting on this one. This is a classic. Yeah, let's go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Oh, it's Betty and the other guy. You are too happy and you are too mopey. What happened? I was right. That Laura girl was head over heels for him. I was right on the money. Say, that girl. I'm not here. Sorry. Isn't she the one that passed out last time? Anyways, Betty was right, and that deserves a beer. And you? I'm fine. A Friday beer. I see, so Betty and Deal come in like, once a week. It's kind of like me in that place I go to get salads. Salads. You might be wondering if I did end up getting tacos. In a big mix, the answer, or a big twist, the answer is no. But I got pelmeni instead. I got the kind of, there's a unique place around here which instead of serving them with the classic sour cream and butter, serves them, they do serve them that way, but you can also get them with cilantro, chili sauce, and curry powder. And I got it that way, but it's just not nearly as spicy as that hot sauce. Not nearly the same kick. Here. Woo! So the girl was actually infatuated with him. You should have seen her screaming from the top of her lungs that she liked him. And him just standing there thinking. Just like that. In retrospect, it was a tad too cliched for my taste. Brrr. Still, I knew she liked him. I was right. He doesn't seem particularly happy. He never is. Unlike your co-worker. Holy shit, did he fuck? You're making it too obvious, Gil. How? That beaming face is unmistakable. The face of a guy that got some and enjoyed every moment. Back to deal, though. Like I said, he seems lost in thought. Victories like these are few and far between. Let me enjoy myself. Can I get something non-alcoholic here? That's not how you drown your sorrows, piece of scrap. I'll have a Bloom Light. Okay. Well, I'll serve the non-alcoholic thing first. I'll just find some random thing. Here's something non-alcoholic. You know? 1 Adelhyde, 1 Bronson Extract, 1 Powder Delta, 1 Flannerguide, and there we go. What'd I do it wrong? Oh, it's aged. God. How often am I gonna mess these things up? Even this far into creation. Chaos surfaces. It does look like a beer. Anyway. A Bloom Light, huh? Well, it's nice that it's not a beer or a sugar rush for once. It's kind of a relief, if I'm going to be honest here. And you know what? I'm going to be honest here. 2 Adelhyde, 1 Powder Delta, optional Karma Tree, and it's all mixed, no aging, no ice, no blending. Wait a minute. What the heck did I just do? That was so close. I was really in a non-thinking state there. I've made so many Sugar Rushes at this point that I just sort of default back to Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush. Now here we go. On the rocks, aged. Well, it's not blended, otherwise it'd be a perfect storm. Here. Thanks. Same. Celebrate all you want, but I'm freaking out here. I know nothing about relationships. I have no idea what to do. Well, for starters, what do you think, Jill? Me? Her? Betty, I've seen a few of your relationships, remember? Aside from Veronica, there's Angela, Pamela, Sandra, Rita, Monica, Erica, Tina, Mary, and Jessica. Or should I say, didn't share the bed, sheets, snores like a pig, cold feet, shampoo waster, chocolate addict. Too religious, fan of the wrong rugby team, teetotaler, and chews with the mouth open. What do you think, Jill? That you must be quite the heartbreaker to have so many relationships in a short period of time. I mean about piece of scrap situation. And thank you. I'm not the right person for this, Gil? And he just keeps humming. He's still on fucking Cloud 9. Or is it fucking in Cloud 9? What about... Sneaky Sneaky? I'll be damned, she actually hides pretty well. For starters, how do you feel about her? I don't know. I don't know her that well. You could start there. Ask her out sometime, get to know her, maybe she'll change her mind, maybe you'll change yours. In the end, you lose nothing by... What? I'm just realizing I'm giving love advice to a Lilim. So I don't know how well it applies to you. And those things are humans and all but organs nowadays anyways. Even if that's the case, it's interesting that she felt that way towards him. Why wouldn't she? This fella's a good catch if I do say so myself. And like I said, humans and all but organs. You've surely encountered Lilim that you sometimes forget are not human. Well, we live in a weird times, but hey, that only makes it more interesting. It's odd going to other cities and not seeing the same integration of Lilim, though. Well, Glitch City is pretty much the cradle of social experiments involving Lilim integration, so... Anyway, just try to get to know her. You'll find out how you feel afterwards. Yeah, I think I'll try that. It's quite the uninspired advice, if you ask me. Anything else? Let's commemorate the occasion with a piano man and a piano woman. Now that I think about it, what's the difference between them? So the piano man is sour, the piano woman is sweet. Yeah, so how does this compare to their powder delta levels? Yeah, so the piano man is fruitier even though it's sour. Interesting. I guess I never did figure out what most of these correspond to other than that Adelheid is sweet, Carmatrine is alcohol. Here. And now he reaches stalemate. I normally take the piano man, but I feel there's symbolic value in taking the woman. Why are they like that then? I hate Laura. You what? She's gonna take you away from me. You're my piece of scrap, not hers. You're mine. Mine! Betty, you don't owe me. Besides, I can't for the life of me leave you alone. I feel like the moment I let you out of my sight, you'll just crash. It's not a laughing matter. You need someone making sure you aren't kicking people. That's not normal, you know? Besides, it's not like I have something with her yet. You're right. So you won't leave me? I'd worry myself sick if I left you to your own devices, honestly. We should leave now. Oh yeah. We're holding a small New Year's party tomorrow. I don't know if you want to come. We'll come. Are you sure? We will. Fine, we'll be there, Jill. Anyway, see you then. Bye, Jill. Please come again. Party? I'd love to go. But I told everyone that tomorrow I'd end the year with a party myself, so... Sorry. I totally forgot she was already here. Man, that was such bliss. Still, I can see how traffic spiked. Things can get fun here. And just like the last time, I need to show my viewers something fun. Give me something nasty. The nastiest thing we have, huh? Well, this is pretty nasty. I mean, if we're gonna be honest, it's pretty nasty, right? It's a fedora full of perfume. It's plum fume. Here. This is not what I wanted. Are you even trying, bartender? Sip or talk, not both. And now it's time for me to be a nice person and give you something nice. Huh? It's the second time I'm here, so it's only natural you get your own copy of my theme song. No, thank you. Don't be shy, let me give you one. I mean it, no thank you. Well, too late. It's already in your player. That can't... How in the ever-living fuck did you do it? Magic! That's bullshit. Video editing magic. Did you just hack into the music player? Let's move on, shall we? Yeah, whatever. Hey, weren't there dogs? Last time, you talked about the place like it was this zany haven of sorts, but I see the same shit. Seriously, no decorations or anything of the like? Good question. Where are the dogs? I either haven't paid enough attention to their arrival or they haven't come. Idols, newspaper managers, talking dogs, and yet this is the same old bar like last time. I might sue you for fake advertising, you know? Now that I think about it, maybe boss just donated money to this Sierra thing. And then tricked the dog into coming here as a part-timer for kicks. Oh well, anything interesting lately? I mean, it's not like I miss them, but they should at least show their faces. Hello? Sorry, what did you say? I was asking if there were any new stories. This is not a newspaper, you know? Nor is it a crazy stories on demand streaming service. That's a big fat lie and you know it. Shut up. But I said nothing. I meant... So shut that idea up. Yeah, that. I won't. Last time I came here, the viewership peaked for some reason, and I want to find out why. Maybe Pretty Boy over there can tell us the story of who he fucked. He just goes on humming. He's so distracted he won't even make a retort. Amazing. I guess there's something worth saying, but... Then I want to hear it. Or I guess she really says, then I want to hear it! Well, Kira Miki came yesterday again. You're shitting me. You expect me to believe she came all the way here again? You even have proof like the glass from last time? Well, if I may interject. You've been listening, boss? The walls are pretty thin. Oh. Anyway, she did. I even took a pic with her. She did what? Well, yeah, remember she had that video. Let's see. Why? I try to make an appointment with her and she's always busy. But you sit here and she just comes waltzing over? It's not fair. Hey, if I knew how the hell stuff like that happened, I'd share my secrets. I was just as baffled as you are right now. Yeah, but I bet you're not even that much of a fan anyway, are you? You're not wrong. Can you at least tell me how nice she was as a client? Very graceful client, much like the last time. A really nice girl. I'm gonna give you my number. If she ever comes back, you let me know, you hear? Not gonna let you keep her to yourself. I really doubt she'll come back again, though. She already came twice. I'm not taking any chances. I need something to drown this anger with. Give me something girly, will you? Okay. Okay, I can get her this. I'm surprised that pure perfume wasn't gross. Wait. Could totally give her what she doesn't want again. But we should not do that. We should not do that. Here. 3 Adelhyde. 3 powdered Delta. And a bunch of Karmatrine. You know, she's like always drunk anyway. Oh, I forgot to age it! Alas, poor Yorick. Alas, poor Fluffy Dream, I should say. Poor Fluffy Dream. You know, there's something kind of tragic about Streaming Chan. She's also a riot, though, so, you know... Oh, too big. It's too big now. I put in too much Karmatrine. We're not gonna make that mistake this time. You know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's like that. Somehow. Here. Phew! Let's just chill a bit. It's still not fair. You know, you're boring today. You're not chatting that much, nor are you doing anything funny. Maybe the whole peak viewership thing is just you. Huh? Maybe this bar and me both had nothing to do with the spike. Maybe you were just that good. Are you hitting on me? Am not. In fact, I'm kind of trying to get you to leave, pronto. Don't be so hard on the girl. She's fun. Another nuisance shows up. Bwah! Joe hates me. It's not hate, it's just... Wait, I'm not having this conversation again. Boring. Hey, you are curious, right? About Fuckboy's partner. Want to know who it was? Do you know? Maybe, maybe not. That maybe not settles it then. Not taking any chances. Oh, come on. Bartender, you're making lots of faces there. It's nothing, really. Did the 2 bartenders break or something? Should I call the manager? Tech support? Hey, Joe, inner and outer voice, remember? Fuck. What? Who fucked? Aside from that guy, I mean. Say, you're oddly calm today. Well, I've been getting more sleep lately. That way, I don't feel like if I stop speaking, I'll die. Crash is one hell of a drug. And wouldn't you know, I can actually make it premium time if I go commando. But come on, I'm getting bored out of my ass here. Do something. Not a dog. You can't just ask me to roll over, you know? Mind if I entertain you a bit then? Boss, you and Gil take a break. I'll entertain the missy here. Alright. Jill. By that I meant take Gil with you. I don't want him humming to the middle of the road and right into a truck's grill. Yeah, grilled Gil. Right. Alright, Gil, come with me. Well, I guess Gil did hit it off then. I guess. Can't argue with that. Because it's true. Because he did. Want one? No thanks, I don't smoke. Alright. I got a text from Alma. Boss, Alma and Gil didn't fuck. Well, that's a bummer. She is sending congratulations your way, though. Tell her I said thanks, I guess. So was the lucky girl. So it was a guy? Never thought you swung that way. It wasn't a guy. So it was a girl, and you did fuck. I don't feel comfortable talking about that, you know? You don't make things easy for me, though. How so? I mean, you're pretty hard to get close to, you know? You never talk about yourself, you're talkative, so long as it doesn't involve you directly. Teasing you is literally the only way I know to get through to you. You make me sound like some weird loner. You are a weird loner. At least tell me if you enjoyed the night you spent with whoever it was. I did. Good for you. Why are you humming Sunshine Stone so much, though? Well, after that idol girl came yesterday again, I looked up her discography and can't stop humming or listening to them. Right. Oh god, you didn't fuck the idol girl, did you? No. Why would that be a problem, though? I don't know, it just feels weird. Well, that's that for the break. Let's go back. Right. Oh, and Gil. Keep in mind what I said about opening up more. I mean it. That way we won't tease you so often. Listening to you say that has to be the weirdest thing I've heard this year. Shut up. Wonder if Alma finds Gil attractive. I don't know. Like, really, I have no way of knowing. And that's that. Back. What were you two doing back there? Fucking. Oh, so just chatting then. Holy crap, did you two really fuck? Sean has the face of a man who fucked to death recently. See, Gil, you're making it that obvious. How? What will we have today? I'll have a gut punch. Coming right... Huh? What? Nothing. I'm kind of surprised. Is this like a test? To see if we'll really give her a gut punch? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna give it to her. She asked for this. Anyway, I have to say that, you know, it's a little unreasonable to put her in the same league as everyone else. Like, you know, it's much more likely that she would recognize the signs of having had sex, you know, than other people would because she's Dorothy. Here? Stop looking at me like that. Sorry. Are you okay? It's weird for you to order something like that. Yeah, I'm just trying out stuff. Did you know Lilim tongues are designed to identify food using the chemical components? Our tongues were designed with the human ones in mind. For example, the first flavors that we detect are sour and bitter just like you guys. I checked my personal specs and apparently my sensitivity is set to 1.2235 times. That makes me hate those flavors because I feel them harder. Why all that exposition? I mean, I'd lie if I say I wasn't interested, but why? Well, after last time, I got curious and started checking how many of my systems worked in detail. For example, the tips of my fingers are so sensitive to vibrations, you could make a seismograph with them. Ah. And checking that, I found that it's all based on how humans work. And that got me to thinking about what you said. I mean, for my systems to work, humans had to understand how they work. And after all those discoveries, they're not any more or less artificial. Why should I be? I don't know, looking up all of that suddenly made me feel real. It was the opposite of what I felt last time. I feel like I'm here right now. Hey, glad to hear that. Alright then, let's try something sweet now. Yeah, this is more of what I would expect of you. Let's see, my flavor of sweet drinks. She likes Piano Woman, right? Forget, I'll give it to her. Why the heck not? It's sweet, it's happy, and she likes it. It's one of her shticks, you know? It's one of her things, you know? It's one of her things. Oh man, that's gonna be such a crazy New Year's party we're gonna have. It'll be bonkers. Who even knows what wild things might happen? Probably not much. Here. Ah, nice. To be honest, it's a bit surreal for me. What? I'm here talking to you and you're answering like any human would. You're even expressing happiness. I remember when I was a kid, I usually tried to strike conversations with AIs, but after a bit they just start looping through their built-in answers, repeating the same things over and over. That always made me crash back into reality. When I think back to that, having such advanced AIs like you here right now, it's amazing. I don't know, it makes my inner child happy to see something she always dreamt of. It helps when I feel particularly cynical. Ah, you flatter me. Besides, I've always thought about humans like nature's Lilith. The method might have been different, but we too evolved from a more simple form ages ago. If Lilith managed to create biological life years from now, it will all have come full circle. So what should I take from this is... you love me. Don't overdo it. Anything else? Let's go with a sugar rush. Okay. Here. Even in doubt, my love for these is real. How romantic. So I take it the solipsist problem got solved. Yup. All the reality crisis started the other day. My guardian, call her Mom, nobody's judging you. Mom decided to meet with the mother of her daughter's girlfriend. It was a very emotional meeting. They both said they felt like they closed a long chapter. I was moved, but that's when it set in. Why was I moved? I never met any of them, so where do these feelings come from? Why do I feel things? Do I really feel them? What tells me someone else isn't pressing a button to make me feel that? What tells me I'm in my body? What is real? Boom! Oh, don't worry, by the way, I'm fine. Thank God, it's just unnatural to see it down like that. Man, that Go-Go is a blast. Don't you feel like talking a bit more with Dee Dee? Dee Dee is too much of a prick and Go-Go is tired. Besides, I want to talk with the bartenders. Oh, fuck. Well, I tried, Jill. It'll be in my office. Cute little girl, Lilim. Cam girl. Oh, fiddlesticks. What's your name, girl? I'm Dorothy Hayes, at your service. You come here often? Are you hitting on me? Hey Dorothy, I'm in the middle of a live stream. You want to participate? Sure, sounds fun. Okay, let's take a recommendation from you. What should I drink next? Try the Sugar Rush. Bartender, Sugar Rush over here. Bartender. Sorry, what? Sugar Rush, please. Right. Oh no. Uh-oh, these two together. Oh, it'll be something special. Something real special. Here. Good choice, Dorothy. Yay! So, what are you doing in my turf? Streaming Chan. Yeah? No, I mean, that's what she calls herself. Man, that's a tacky name. Yeah, but it's my tacky name. Actually, that's not really my name. What's your real name, then? Behind Streaming Chan's awesome mask lies the humble Nicole Chen. Humble? Why not call yourself Streaming Chen? It's funny that you mention it. You see, when I started, I called myself Nico Chen. I changed my website so the name felt a bit out of place, thus I became Streaming Chan. Everyone nicknamed me Streaming Chan, though, so I just went along with it. Oh yeah, I get it. At one point I was going to call myself Dolores Hayes, but then I realized the name was as subtle as a brick to the face. Anyway, I'm here because of the last time I came I ended up with greater viewer numbers than usual. And so I wanted to treat my loyal audience again. Oh, I see. Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're looking for some comfy fun. Honey here might seem harsh, but you just need to crack her shell. Shut up. See, you just need to say the right thing at the right time, and she becomes a sweetheart. Quiet, you. Don't play hard to get, you know it's true. Hey, Stream Girl. That's me. I regret asking this, but don't you have a sponsor? It's weird that it's been this long without some advertisement. I have, but you see, the contract with them expired, so Marvin, the business guy or whoever, had to make a new one. He was gonna send the draft to his lawyer, as it had a couple of additions, but, let's say he got too excited with my VR model and the contract became unreadable. Ew. Oh, so he used the contract to... Yep. He cut it into a pair of panties and rubbed it vigorously on his penis. I mean, you'd expect certain principles to be upheld, even in the adult VR industry. I reported him and he got fired, but now they're looking for a new business person thing. Honestly, I think the paper cuts all over his dick are punishment enough. But I mean, why the contract? I don't mind if he jacked off to an image of me, but the contract? That's money that you're soiling right there. I would have gone back on the deal were it not for the owner paying me a visit and apologizing profusely. Some people seriously... dick paper cuts. I've done enough crazed teacher fantasies to know how they can be a problem. I don't think you need to have experience to understand that. That said, Gil's been grimacing for a full minute now. Don't mind me. Huh. But you know, I like you, Dorothy. Why don't we celebrate with beers? My treat. All right. 2 big beers, honey. Oh God, she's starting to call us honey. Oh, well, I mean... Oh, nope. That was close. 2 Bronson Extract and 2 Flammer Guide. 2 Flanner Guide. Or 4 Flanner Guide, actually. And 8 Karmatrine. That's easy enough, you know, fill it up almost all with Karmatrine. Gonna be a lot of alcohol in this one, but they can handle it. These 2 can. You know, maybe you don't know, but you should if you... What? No! No! Where did I go? Oh, I put in 2. Well, at least I finally pronounced Flannergeed correctly. At least the way I want to pronounce it. Perhaps it is not correct. Perhaps in this world of Oz, nothing is correct. But that's not true, some things are correct, you know. Two big beers. Man, this is as much as Donovan would drink in like 10 minutes. Here. Cheers! Cheers! So, what do you do, Dorothy? Sex worker. Really? You wouldn't happen to have male co-workers, do you? Am I not good enough for you? Getting serious? No, sorry, fooling around, maybe. Still, I want to spice up some premium nights, so... Do you have a card? I could send you some numbers and pics. Sure, here you go. And here's mine, just in case you change your mind. Hey, is camgirling like that a good job? Can you earn enough? More than enough. I can even afford an apartment in a high-end district in Glitch City. It can be a challenge from time to time, though. You can't just do anything and expect people to come back. You need to be varied, keep it fresh. It's all worked out nicely, though. I'm one of the top streamers on my website. I even got this! A pillow. Not just a pillow, a Daimakura, with the website's president on it. It's a trophy in honor of all the money I've brought to the website. It's even a direct line to him. I can use it to call him for tech support on the spot. Call him! Let's see. It's busy. Oh well. The only condition they stipulated for this Daimakura is that I can't use it for premium content. Not that I would've, but you know. Boring nights, lonely nights, everything can be a dildo if you're brave enough. That kind of stuff. Yeah, you tell me. I can show you something too, but only if you let me promote myself at the end of it all. Sure, go ahead. Ta-chan! Cute! I can see you're no stranger to lewd content, but does the streaming site allow it? Well, first they gave me the means to stream, but my website was different from theirs. Eventually, the demand for adult content grew, so they added lots of gates to let people get lewd. They created an age gate because of you. Yup. Nice. Is there any other streamer you might feel, if you think might dethrone you? Well, MMA Junkie 2040 is seriously becoming a threat by the day. He got this dog to train with him, and suddenly everyone got interested in mixed martial arts. I wish him all the best, but he's crazy if he thinks he'll take away my spot. Oh yeah, that guy. He was better when he was fatter. Not only was it all the more funny, it was also more inspiring. And I'm not exactly a fan of dogs either. Well, it's been fun, Dorothy, but I gotta go. Mind if I stick with you for a bit? Oh, by all means, let's continue the escapade then. Sure. Bye, honey. See ya, honey. Onigiri cat ears. Should I remind Dorothy that those ears of hers are signal jammers? Nah. Wonder if the stream looks distorted, though. We're done, boss. Man, don't you just feel great? Were we in the same place? Yeah, Jill. What's this? A bonus. Today I got a taste of the kind of clients you deal with, and keep it up. Well, tomorrow's a big day, so get ready. That goes for both of you. Dang, I'm not gonna buy anything extra because I feel like it'd just be foolish at this point. But man, Happy New Year. The noise? Oh, because it's New Year? Yeah, there's some noise sometimes with New Year. Man, nice to see. Man, we've seen all these people we haven't seen in ages. Donovan, Kiramiki, Streaming Chan. They all come back sooner or later. Do I want to buy more? Oh, I can afford $200, right? Right? Oh, but these are the good ones are really expensive, so no. Absolutely not. Might as well do a life backup. Back up that life. Gotta back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Up, 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 back, back, back. Is this supposed to represent Jill's hand? Because I'm pretty sure she didn't have, her hands aren't replaced with augmentations. You know? Maybe you don't know. But I know. Mackerel Phones knows.